Other meme stocks are up this morning as well, including GameStop. You can see that up about 7.5%, and BlackBerry up 5%. Here to break it down is margins editor Ranjan Roy. Ranjan, good to see you in June. And I got to think, AMC, they've got this extra capital. They've got this stock price. If they just go back to being a movie theater chain, this is all for naught, right? I mean, watching movies in a building is a fine foundation, but don't they have to build something different, something smarter on top of that? And I'm not sure exactly what that's going to be.
I mean, movies seem like a good business. Movies could once again get us back into the theater. Of course, there are secular headwinds like streaming and every other kind of problem that movie theaters are facing right now. But meme stocks are back. The last time, remember, it was January 27th. We saw those insane rises in the values of these stocks. And we've had a few months of developments over the past few months from end of January to here, June 1st. But the biggest similarities are AMC and GameStop are still two of the most shorted stocks out there. They each have over 20% of their float shorted right now. That was one of the key parts of the narrative from before, and that's still happening right now. Right. And the other, they're becoming, again, mentioned all over Reddit. Bank of America issued a note that was mentioned here on CNBC that they're, again, mentioned the most since mid-March, meaning those two kind of perfect elements that bring together that Reddit-fueled short squeeze are back. There's social media chatter and a high short on the float. Right. And we're seeing it again. It's up 12% today. As we've seen in the past, these things can go down just as quickly as they go up. So I'm wondering, what does an investor have to believe, an investor, not a trader, what does an investor have to believe about AMC's prospects and its potential strategy to think it's worth buying at $30 a share right now, which is, I mean, that's a pretty nice price. It was trading there back in 2015. What do you have to believe about the potential of these locations to do gaming or augmented reality or, I don't know, anything else beyond just showing movies? I mean, John, you said it right before the break. We are in a weird time right now. And I think investors, you want to try to look at a fundamental story. Even before the pandemic, they're introducing virtual reality into the theaters and those little kind of like setups that you can go pay extra for. But the CEO of AMC, Adam Aron, is one of the most interesting characters in this entire drama because unlike other players in this, he's gone all in onto the Wall Street Bets community. You have to remember back at the beginning of May at their earnings call, he made the point that almost 80% of their outstanding shares are owned by 3.2 million investors. Not only did he make that point, he said, they own AMC. We work for them. I work for them. He's not backing away from this. He is leaning into this entire community. And it's an interesting thing because maybe from a consumer marketing standpoint, you have 3 million loyal brand advocates right now that maybe would not have gone to a movie before, who now will be lining up because they're very passionate about the stock.
That's interesting. The idea that you could bolster movie attendance because you have shareholders who love the stock. But I mean, I'm not sure that's going to be enough to sustain box office trends for more than a couple of months. I literally don't know. But is it the point here to make movie going something that you cannot get at home?
From looking at this from the actual business of AMC, that is not what the stock is trading for. And this is really important for any investor who's trying to make sense of this market, trying to attach a fundamental valuation. You see it with stocks like Tesla, where it's a battery company. They're going to kind of redefine the electricity grid. They're going to be an insurance company. The average investor tries to back their way into a valuation. And we can try to, but it's really important. If you can't look at this stock without looking at the dynamics that are playing into it. On that same earnings call, Adam Aron, he actually referenced a gorilla meme, the Wall Street Bets Reddit retailer army. This is kind of weird for CNBC, but this is true. He actually announced that he would be donating $50,000 of his personal money, and AMC would be donating another 50 grand to a conservation fund in Central Africa that saves endangered gorillas. What does that have to do with AMC's business? Not a lot, but actually in Reddit, they call themselves the Ape Army. They use memes like apes together stronger. And they had donated $350,000 back in March to this same fund. He, in the earnings call, is basically giving a nod to this investor community that I get you. He's even speaking in the language and culture of memes where you don't say it directly. You kind of, give a nod subtly. You show that I'm on this inside conversation. And a few weeks later, we are seeing this boom again of investor interest and trying to assign fundamental business analysis to this, trying to think of the long-term health of the business is nearly impossible when the price is fluctuating based on short-term interest, based on gorilla memes. I mean, I don't know what an investor is to do looking long-term.